What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Obviously, we're back in the game room with some Halo Flashpoint stuff. So this is the Wave 2 all new bundle, at least it should be. We will obviously see where that gets us here shortly. We're just gonna crack this fella open and see exactly what's in here. And we'll go through the individual boxes as well. So let me make sure this is our little tag here. So I'm going to take everything out of this box and then I'll swap your angles here so you can see actually what's what specifically. So if you did not know, Halo Flashpoint, the Banished were just announced, so you can order that. It's kind of like another Spartan edition box, quantity wise, and you get some train and stuff. So we've got our UNSC scenery kit. We've got our pre-order exclusive, the weapon score tracker. We've got Fireteam Cerberus, which again, I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through this stuff and then I'll bring you guys in. We can actually check what's what. So here we've got the War Games expansion. This is the big part of this that I'm hoping will spice things up a good amount. That should be everything in there. It's kind of funny that they put the Atriox pre-order flyer as part of the like checklist of things on my order, which whatever. But I'll go ahead and swap you guys over and we can pop open each of these guys. So this obviously is the big one. We'll do this one last because it's probably going to take a minute. Let's just go ahead and go from right to left. We'll pop open our little tracker here. So this was just a pre-order exclusive. So if you didn't pre-order, you won't get this. I would assume that they might offer stuff like this down the road, but we will have to see on that front. I'm sure there'll be people who make files and stuff like this if you were so inclined. So this is actually resin, and this is kind of like the Master Chief chip that he sticks into things, or sticks in his helmet, I think. And then you've got, oh, okay. So you've got her here, and then her crossed hands that you glue like in between her arms, which is kind of funny. And then you'll slot her onto this, and this will sit on your table, and it's got little slots for your the dice that come with it. I was kind of hoping that this would come with 2 dice, and it did not. So, because I already feel like you don't have enough dice, but it's just what, D8 or whatever. So I'm sure you could figure that out. So that's our weapon score tracker. That was just kind of like the free little bonus for pre-ordering. Let's pop open our scenery kit here. Try to go through this stuff relatively quick. I don't want to take up all of y'all's time. And with how much is here, we very well could end up doing that. So try not to do that if I can. So our scenery bundle. It's actually in a nice little case, just like the Spartan Edition stuff. These are, I don't know what I expected these to be, but these are actually like hard plastic, like toys almost. You're gonna get 2 of these little generator fellas. You got the classic bunkers, some proper barricades, rather. We'll put these. And then we're gonna get a bunch of crates, which I'm being honest, I'm not looking forward to painting. Let me just get all these out. Look at these individually. So you've got two of these kind of, they're smushed between pallets, kind of a bunch of crates with straps around them. Let me actually turn this down a smidge. So you're gonna get two of these, kind of the rule of two, it seems. Two barricades, two generators, two of these larger, they almost kind of look like the white things you store water in. It's kind of big crates. So there's those. Oh, and then our two little kind of wrapped in mesh stacks of crates as well. So two of each thing that comes in that. We'll just bunch all that right there. Set this aside. We'll get to the collector's reason for purchasing these things, and that is some new miniatures. This is Fireteam Cerberus with the targeting laser thing. Interesting, these are gray, so these do not come pre-colored. And the cards here fell out, so this is the new card layout. It's a little strange right this second, but the targeting locator is right here on top. Range 6, blast explosive, frag 6, lethal 1, long and 2 use. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Let's see what all's in here. So, yep, just the 4 cards, 1 for each Spartan. Set it aside. And again, we're in our little clasp case thing. But yeah, these do not come pre-colored. The bases look like they're probably about as reliable as, if not maybe a little bit better than the default sculpts. These maybe feel a little crisper, but you got your targeting locator. You got your grenade launcher. This base also, again, looks rather flat and crispy. That's good. You got your glorious grab hammer guy. Again, base doesn't look too warped out of the box, which is nice for these one-piece minis. I hate building minis, so this is great for me. And then our brute spiker Spartan, and again the bases look really good there, so that is good for me. I'll just scooch all these guys up out of the way, set our tray aside. Now for the meat and potatoes, the War Games expansion. Let's crack this guy open. Try not to crack myself open along the way. So this is supposed to have the War Games book, 4 Spartans, 48 game cards, extra tokens, and the player model cards. So this should replace or be used instead of the existing cards that we got in our Spartan and Recon editions. I guess let's just slide this guy out. There's our War Games book. It's tiny. It is teeny tiny little booklet. But it does give points to everything. You can kind of see the list here. So there's point values on everything. These are all the weapons. So like a Bulldog's 39 points. Energy Swords 51 points. You've got the Banished Sangheili weapons. New keywords, there's 3 of those. Additional upgrades. So your heavy weapons kind of. So you can take like a grab hammer for 13 points. What else we got? Grenades, plasma grenades, 6 points. Frag grenades, 3 points. You got your drops, your items. So I guess you could build out like going into battle with an overshield or something. Fireteam command upgrades, extra command dice every round for 10 points. Extra command dice a single round, declare before rolling command, stuff like that. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if they've really gone into detail a whole lot about what's in this book. There's more in it than you'd think, because it's printed like it should be a full-size book. It's relatively small. There's a breakdown of the new card layouts right there if you are interested. You can get special orders there's 2 for Spartans, 1 for Master Chief. There's Alliance for any banished or the reinforcements. Ooh, okay. So there's 2 new scenarios in here. There's total control and attrition. The total control looks like it's going to work like you would expect it to from Halo Infinite, where it's kind of rotating zones. There's 4 A's, 4 B's, and 4 C's listed on here, so I would assume that is going to be the case. That's pretty cool. Attrition, was that just Team Deathmatch? A version of it, sort of. So that's your big ticket guy right there. Okay. So we've got all of our new cards. Not gonna take all of these out or go through all of these, but it does look like everything is in here. And something that I'm excited to have that I didn't have is our Master Chief card. That's good. You do not get the Master Chief Special Order card, it looks like, though. So that's a little disappointing that they would include his unit cards for the people who needed the updated version, but not include these cards, even though, oh, well, I guess these are the 2 new special orders. So I guess you still have your special orders from your other set. So no special orders duplicated in here. Not even the Master Chief's, which I think he has a special order. So if you wanted the special order from the Master Chief, no soup for you. You got a bunch of tokens. These look like they're red versions. So I guess these are the ones that you start with and not the pickup versions, if I had to assume. And we've got total control tokens that are double-sided blue and red. And then you've got a few weapons, including the Magnum, which I don't remember being in the base set. Maybe all these are brand new. But I thought they also showed banished weapons as being a part of this. Maybe, I mean, it wouldn't make sense that they weren't on the tokens, but you could even see them. Make sure I'm not going crazy. Yeah, there's the weapon cards right there. They're red. So let's pop open our box here and see what we got going on. Energy Dagger. Well, that's red, and you can you could tell looking at the side of that, half of that stack is red and half of it is not. So now I'm confused, because if you don't have the little punch outs, how do you spawn them? Unless these are just to take like off rip. Yeah, so you've got banished weapons of some capacity. Unless these are all starting loadout weapons and that's why they're red. Because I don't know otherwise. I mean, like the assault rifle, that's in red, but then you still got all the blues. So I guess reds are just starting weapons and blues are pickup weapons, just to differentiate the two. I'm not sure. I would assume that that's the case. That's the only thing that would make sense. And then we got our minis. We got a shotgun Spartan. Base isn't too bad. We got this plasma nugget, big old goober. Base looks pretty good on that. And we've got, what is this? That little sticky grenade launcher, like rocket launcher guy. I'm really honestly impressed with the bases so far. And we've got a CQB guy with an energy sword. So this is, I mean, that base isn't even that bad, and that's probably the worst. Honestly, you could use all these out of the box and they would be perfectly fine. I might still heat them up and try to just make sure that they're nice and flat just to be safe. But I don't think it's really needed, to be honest. But we'll get our boxes here, just so you can get a proper look at what we got going on for the all-new bundle. For those of you who pre-ordered and haven't gotten yours yet, and you're just curious what all is in here, I'm not going to get all these cards to probably fit in frame, but you know there's a ton of cards in here, and a War Games expansion. So that is all of the stuff that comes in the box from shipping to table, that comes in the all-new bundle for Wave 2 of Halo Flashpoint. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, hit the sub button. We'll be doing some more Halo Flashpoint stuff at some point down the road. We're doing some Elder Scrolls stuff on the channel right now. If you want to support me, consider hitting the join button. Otherwise, a like and a sub will do just fine. I appreciate y'all being here. I will see y'all in the next one. All right, bye guys.